Good morning viewers, this is Gazza here and welcome to Detecting Oz. This morning I've come out fairly early to try a new area. It's on the edge of a town, so all the grass has been mowed nice and short. So that's better detecting conditions. It's not going to be too hot today, so it should be very pleasant. I've been going here for a while, only found rubbish. I've got my newish Manticore here. It's going really nicely. And yeah, I've got a signal here. It was in the 90s. It's the first one since I've started, and it's an old padlock. Alright, let's carry on and see if there's anything good here. Perhaps not. Anyhow, if there's not, I'll move on to another area. And the next target that came up that was giving me some high numbers is just the base part of an old toy car. Matchbox. Yeah. No coins yet. But anyhow, it's still very enjoyable being out here. Heaps of signals in 30s and 40s on Manticore, which is just rubbish, really. Aha, yes, the first coin. And humble beginnings. It's just an old 1-cent coin. Hopefully better to come. Now this one sounds very promising. But it could easily be a bottle top as well. Anyhow, I've sort of half dug it. I haven't seen what it is. Now it is another coin. Yeah, another 1-cent coin. Oh, here is another coin, and it looks about the size of another 2 cents. Yeah. Alright, let's carry on and hopefully there's some better coins here somewhere. Okay, I've wandered down towards the creek and I got a pretty good signal here. And I have a modern $1 coin. This looks like a bit of a swimming hole area by the looks of that rope hanging from the tree. And yeah, I just scored another $1 coin. Oh, got a very deep signal here, and down the bottom of there, I don't know if you can see that, it looks to be a copper coin. Hopefully that'll be my first pre-decimal. Unfortunately, I think I gave it a bit of a scrape. Yeah, I did. Looks like a penny. Anyhow, I'll get that out and the ground's so terribly hard. Oh, it's a medallion of some sort. Ah, oh, religious medallion. Wow, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, I gave it a bit of a scrape on this side. Ah. Oh, well, best find for today, even though I've damaged it a bit. Very nice. Just lots and lots of junk in this area. This is the first decent signal I've had for a fair while. And it's just a modern $2 coin. And yet another modern coin, a $2 coin. Be nice to find some older stuff here, but yeah. Anyhow, I'll carry on for a bit and I might swap sites then, I think. Okay, I've changed spots now, just trying a different area. All of these areas I haven't done before, and it looks as though we scored ourselves another $2 coin. It's only modern stuff today. I'd like to find some older stuff. Oh well. Oh, here's something a bit different this time. We've got ourselves a key. Now these are the sort of signals that can be interesting. Oh, quiet cockies. Just sort of wispy, faint signals that are got high numbers. Anyhow, I'll dig that and see how we get on. Well, I dug down to pinpointed depth and the target was still deeper. So in the interests of saving any potential good target that might be down there from suffering the same fate as that medallion I dug before, I decided to take note of where I was and I closed the hole up, and I'll come back in the future sometime when the soil is much more moist and easy digging. Just another 1 cent coin. I was hoping this might be a threepence, but no. No luck with the older coins today, that's for sure. Okay, very soon after I found that 1 cent coin, I got a good signal. It was in the 60s, and I reckon we might have a pre-decimal here. Look at this. Oh, it's a penny. Oh, and it's crusty. Look at that. Really poor condition. I don't know if we'll get any detail at all off that one. Anyhow, I suppose it's a pre-decimal coin. Alright, let's carry on in this area. That's just sort of where I found that penny, and I swung the coil over it again. And I reckon we may have another penny here somewhere. You think it's going to be something good? It just turns out to be rubbish. Oh well. Okay, out of this hole, here's a spoon. Surprising how often you dig up spoons and forks and stuff like that. Now I've just dug something up here that looks fairly interesting. I wonder what that is. It looks like a badge of some sort. Oh yes, it is. These are always great to find. It's not in very good condition, but when I clean it up I might be able to work out what it's from. Very nice. And here's a good signal, and it's a 50-cent coin. And yet another $2 coin today. I'm afraid I ran out of time and it's time to go home, so there's my ute there. So that's about it for today's hunt, and I'll catch you all in the review. Okay, well let's have a look at today's finds. 7 1 and 2 cent coins, affectionately known as brown buggers, the 50-cent coin and the key. And $16 worth of $1 and $2 coins. It might help to cover some of the fuel costs anyhow. And my one and only penny for the day, really poor condition and absolutely no detail on this side. On this side I can just make out the words George. It could be George V, George VI, we'll never know. And here's the religious medallion, or pendant I suppose it is, that I got from the bottom of that deep hole. It's got some sort of Latin writing on this side. Anyhow, let's turn it over. Now to save any further shame and embarrassment, I've placed a couple of fingers appropriately over the areas that I damaged on this side. And what it says is a commemoration of the children of Mary. And I'm afraid digging deep holes in near rock hard soil with metal tools can have a very bad result. And I'm afraid I lost out this time. Alright then, I'll give you a very quick look. And now onto the badge. It's fairly crusty and I had a lot of trouble trying to work out what the words are around it. but I did work it out eventually, and it says Protestant Alliance Friendly Society of Australia. Now that's a new one on me. So I looked online and I found this picture of a pendant with a very similar design to the badge I found. So apart from today's coins and the key, there seems to be a bit of a religious thing happening here today. And while I'd have a black mark against my name for damaging that pendant, any sort of divine help from above on my next hunt to find some lovely older coins would be much appreciated. Okay, well that's about all for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all again next time.